The other day, when we were in California, a car in front of us, on the bumper, was a sticker. You know what it is? On the sticker, it said, "Question all authority." You know, to see that on a bumper in California just a month and a half ago is an extraordinary thing. Here, tradition, authority, plays a tremendous part. Nobody questions, nobody doubts the political authority, the religious authority, the authority of any so-called religious books, the authority of the parents, the authority of our own knowledge. So our minds, our brains are conditioned. Conditioned not only in the West according to their particular culture, according to their environment, to their religions and so on, by their literature. In this country too, the brain is conditioned as Hindus. We belong to various categories of social structure. Conditioned by religion, by authority of religion, by tradition, by environment, by the food one eats and clothes and so on. So our brains are conditioned. That's a fact. By knowledge. And one asks, what's the point of all this marvelous education? If one has a parent, you must be why are you educating your children? To conform to all this? To have a life of endless conflict? And if you say that's the nature of man, that he must struggle. Through struggle you progress, which is such utter nonsense. And you see, trees struggle towards the light. But we human beings who have lived on this unfortunate earth, which was slowly and carefully destroying, we are supposed to use our brains to be little more intelligent than the animal. And we, using our brains, if we use them at all, have come to this state, to the present state. Wars, conflict, unhappiness, anxiety, ridden with fear, pursuing pleasure, and the burden of sorrow. This is our life. One may not like to face it, or rather avoids it, but it's there, like a perpetual wound, like a disease. And we have become so accustomed to it. We put up with anything, especially in this country. Any kind of politics, any kind of corruption, callousness, you know the rest. You see it all around you. So, come back to the same point. What are we educating them for? They pass exams, acquire knowledge in a particular field, and get a job. And the parents are only interested in that. Get a job, get married, be safe. And there is the whole world which is totally neglected. The world which is the psychological realm, the inward life, you totally neglect. You stuff them with extraordinary information about matter, about physics, and so on and so on. But never pay attention to what is going on in the human psyche. It's not, we are asking most respectfully, aren't we concerned with the whole development of man, the holistic approach? Not one-sided approach, but be concerned with the whole cultivation of the human being. Scientists are saying there is the left side and the right side of the brain. Right side of the brain has never been used. It's there. And the left side is all the rest of it. Again, there is this division. We divide everything. Not that there is no division between man and woman, between the beautiful trees and ourselves. But we never have asked, as we are asking now, if I may, is it possible to use the whole brain, not one part of it? A holistic approach to life, not the approach of thought which is divisive, because it is limited. And so we're asking, could we educate our children not merely to become technicians, electronic experts and so on, but also to go very deeply into oneself because that world is limitless. And if that world is not understood and lived, not words don't matter, but lived, which demands great integrity, honesty. From that world, the outer can bring about a change, but not from the outer to the inner.